the very first place I've ever performed stand-up comedy, and it's the first place I've ever spoken on the radio before. My name is Mike Evans Jr., and I am a comedian, revolutionary, mentor, radio show producer, actor, and native San Francisco. I was the cutest kid.
I was mad because all of their outfits are like, okay, first off, I'm a sailor. I don't know how to swim, kind of fucked up. And then my sister's, she probably has the cutest dress, just a red dress. My mom, like, I don't know what the theme was, you know? This is like 90s tackiness.
In first grade, I remember doing a talent show in elementary school where I danced to Bye 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 by NSYNC. In middle school, actually, I impersonated Michael Jackson. I did the middle school talent show performing Billie Jean. Like, I lip-synced Billie Jean and danced like Michael Jackson in front of literally my entire school. But looking back, I kind of see it as stand-up comedy.
It's because the last white girl I had sex with told me that she only fucks black guys, Mexican guys, and Muslim guys. And I was like, bitch, you are the government. Right? Who gets fucked over more? No, it was three. This guy's like, yeah, this brother's smart. Yeah, had to run. Give me AIDS on purpose, all this. I can't have that shit. It's not cool. I want kids with backbone. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting too deep. I'm sorry. I love you, white man. Cool.
Hip-hop is like my first love in general, even though I wasn't ever the best at rapping. I was always really good at making people laugh. And public speaking in general. I was on the speech and debate team at Esther State. I grew up in like student politics. But I always found like the best speakers to be the most real. I took that energy into comedy where like I'll wear something like a rapper would wear, like on a comedian stage, and then say very deep, dark things, but like try to make you laugh at it. Like Tupac, he'll say something deep, dark, and depressing, but he'll make it rhyme so it sounds good. Like I'll say something deep, dark, and depressing and make you laugh at it, and it's like it still hits a note for you because it's real.
Names in red, San Francisco natives, right there. Mario Liz is from Hunters Point. Who's gonna grow up? Pat is a homeless dude who lives like probably 5 blocks away from here. Jessica Nelson is also from Hunters Point. And then you know Michael Brown. There's like it's crazy how like there's like names that are more popular and less popular. And it's like people who died. It's a trip.
Old School Collective was inspired by me and my friends tired of doing the same shit all the time. Like, besides doing homework, it was just a whole lot of just smoking weed in cars, just hanging out, just shooting bullshit, and listening to music. And a lot of my friends either rapped, DJ'd, or just good at some type of art, like drawing, or like love to make videos, like random stuff. And we all thought just like, hey, let's try to make this a thing. Let's try to see where this goes. But it was also the want to be different.
I just wanted to cover real quick what 4 and 5 Day is for those 2.5 listeners.
8,000,006.
4 and 5 Day is just a response to the gentrification that's happening in San Francisco right now, and like to start that process of building outside of the systems that hurt us, we're just having a community gathering, because to build is best when you build to, you know, create love rather than being all angry. But I think 4 and 5 Day is that time to remember, like, this is why we want to, you know, build or be angry, is because we have people that we love and we have communities that we want to remember.
My dad grew up in the Fillmore. Both my parents did. And, like, you know, they both had to move out. For a day like that to exist, for people to come back who have been pushed out of San Francisco, it's dope.
Here's a comic book by Mike and Saif.
It's called Frisco Kid Was a Friend of Mine. 4 and 5 Day presents. Frisco Kid was a friend of mine before native spaces were hard to find. When they stepped off the bus and looked around, they saw hella new changes bringing them down. They saw cops wearing blue, harming sisters and brothers, and food deserts alarming their fathers and mothers. They saw culture move out while currency moved in, and realized it's not up to puppet politicians. It's up to the people. For Frisco they ride to organize on the day of 4/1/5.
Hey, 4 and 5 Day.
That's right.
What's that place? What's the comic book called?
It's called Frisco Kid Was a Friend of Mine.
If we ignore their struggle, we are ignoring our own. If we betray our living history, then we are betraying ourselves. Let us carry on our tradition to freedom.
Americans have computers in school, dozens of TV stations, and the most aggressive news media on earth. Does that mean they're better informed? Hardly.